hello everybody, and how is life treating you today? All good, I hope, and may the rest of the week progress smoothly. Thank you for watching. Continue to like, comment, share, and for those of you who have not yet done so, kindly subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. So, in the news today, Mr. Ned Nwoko, Kayamata Sala Jaruma, and Mr. Nwoko's last and youngest wife, Regina Daniels. Three very prominent names that I'm sure you'd want to know what's going on with them. So, it might interest you to know that Ned Nwoko's Moroccan wife, Leila Cherani, who is a 30-year-old model and mom of three, is said to be the politician's fifth wife. She also recently alluded that they are no longer married, even as Mr. Nwoko vacationed with Regina Daniel, his youngest wife. She's also a Nollywood actress, for those of you who don't know. Now, divorces are nothing new and have actually escalated in recent times globally. So the divorce is not our actual story. The meat of today's story is the back and forth that has since ensued between Regina Daniel and the very controversial Nigerian influencer, who also calls herself a sex therapist, known simply as Jaruma. Now, her real name is Hawa Seidu Mohammed Isibo. Jaruma's claim to fame is a locally sourced aphrodisiacs known in Hausa language as Kaya Mata, loosely translated as women's things. However, what many non-northerners might not know is that the term Kayan Mata refers to more than just aphrodisiacs. It is a term that encompasses even fetish things that women do to ensnare and keep men. It is left to Jaruma to know the type she sells. That said, at some point, Jaruma, the Kayan Mata seller / sex therapist, and Regina, the Nollywood actress / billionaire's wife, were all over social media in what seemed like a newly formed and rather close friendship. There were even pictures of Jaruma greeting Mr. Nwoko, her friend's husband. For my part, I figured Regina was just doing her bit to further elevate her friend's profile. Turns out that was not quite the case. Upon Leila's divorce announcement on her social media page, Nigerians started speculating that Jaruma's Kayan Mata products probably played a role in getting the Moroccan out of the picture. Regina promptly clapped back that she does not use such products, perhaps wanting to distance herself owing to the rather shady nature of Kayan Mata. Jaruma, on the other hand, would have none of it and promptly took to social media to call out Regina, claiming to have actually gifted some of her stock to her newfound friend. She urges Regina to kindly return the items since she claims she does not use them. No word yet as to whether Regina actually did return the items. Jaruma further claims that they had a contract that Regina, who also has a very good social media following, would help to market Jaruma's products online, and added that she paid Regina 10 million naira for this. Jaruma says Regina did not keep her part of the deal, did not refund the money, return the items, and also did not sign the contract. Now, a small backgrounder for those who might not be familiar with Mr. Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniel, and why they matter at all in the scheme of things. Mr. Ned Nwoko is a politician, lawyer, entrepreneur, and billionaire. Married to multiple wives, Mr. Nwoko came into the limelight not because of his many wives, but because of his youngest wife, Regina Daniel, a Nigerian actress. She was said to be barely 19 years old when she married a man 40 years her senior, with children much older than her. That was what brought Mr. Nwoko to the knowledge of most Nigerians and has kept the family in the news ever since. Regina came in as the sixth wife and has since borne a son. They've been married for about 2 years now. The marriage took place in 2019 amidst a lot of speculation and, the attendant scandal that goes with marriages where the age gap is really wide and the bride is really young. When I first started seeing pictures of Jaruma and Regina Daniels, videos of them all over social media, I wondered at the wisdom of it. But for the life of me, I did not imagine that at some point we would get to hear that Regina actually uses those products. Now, one secret to endorsements that many of you might not know is you don't have to be using the product. People get paid to market these things. And for Regina's part, because she's married to such a wealthy person and is not doing too poorly herself, I figured, okay, Jaruma probably approached her, or maybe they're friends, so she's decided to, add voice to it, just to help her friend out and all that. So it came to me as quite a bit of a shock that Jaruma insists that Regina actually uses her products. Some people are saying that for you to even be a distributor of Jaruma's products, you have to pay 10 million. So that's how pricey they are. And for her to have successfully kept selling them, it means, well, they're effective. They're not products I would want to try out myself. I don't think I have any problems or challenges in that direction. But also because of the shady nature of Kayan matter. Again, like I said, I don't know the nature of the type Jaruma sells. I don't know if what she sells is just locally made aphrodisiacs, or if she goes the extra mile and goes all the way and obtains even those that are laced with some kind of spiritual, thing. But her products move well. Which is why for men who claim that all those things is nothing can happen to me, and for Jaruma's products to be moving so well, for them to be doing so well, they must be working. If they weren't working, somebody would have called her out by now, because I know they are not cheap. Because there was a time she was all over social media, Instagram, Twitter, and all of that. So you couldn't help stumbling into, whether you were looking for her content or not, you would stumble upon it. And those items are pricey. And she's still selling. Just a word of caution for those men who don't like sitting in one place. That said, I would urge Regina Daniel to quickly try and douse this flame that is currently raging. Jaruma tends to have a no prisoners taken approach. I don't understand why, but she does come off as extremely aggressive. There are people who would call that confidence. I don't call it confidence. She comes off as very abrasive. I know how she has responded to people in the past who were a bit uncomfortable with the nature of how she markets her products, and so on and so forth. She's also somebody who does not, in fact, she seems to court controversy because she knows that staying in the limelight, staying in people's minds and consciousness helps her market to flourish. So she's not somebody who shies away from, even if it's negative publicity. She's one of these people who really believes that any publicity is better than no publicity. So if I were Regina, and considering the rather sensitive nature of the family into which I've married, if truly Jaruma paid you 10 million and you've not kept your own side of the bargain, Regina, please talk to your husband very politely. Plead with him. Maybe you've spent the money. Let him return at least some of the money, because by her admission, she says that, by Jaruma's admission, she says that you did a bit of the marketing thing, but you not as much as she expected and not as much as was agreed upon. So please, you should talk to your husband so that he can help you, if he's willing, to kindly offset that debt. Otherwise, Jaruma is this person that will drag you back and forth for the next 2 months if she needs to. If that's what will help to keep her hyped up, she's not going to stop. And I seriously doubt you need that kind of negative attention now, especially when you have co-wives, step-kids, most of whom are older than you, and a husband who I can bet anything, owing to the nature of his... I mean, he can't be a billionaire and be somebody who sits around. Probably travels all over the place to make sure that business is going well and everything. You need as much peace as you can get. So, my dear Regina, I don't know you in person, but as an older lady, I would say, kindly sort out your issue, whatever it is with Jaruma. Apologize if you need to. Quash this so that your name can take a break. Hmm? Otherwise, you're just helping her to market her products more. As even I am doing, but that one I've got nothing to lose one way or the other. You have something to lose because she's saying things that nobody can verify, and it might not really help your marriage. So try and quash this as quickly as you can, okay? Good luck.